Thanks for being here, Ruby. Don't you have like Thanksgiving plans?
She's got to be on Rams Live on that.
Oh, that's right. We have football still. Okay. Tell me when we're rolling.
We're good, Coach.
We're good?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this was obviously a good win leading into Vegas. And so I thought the kids competed the game quite well. You know, the result is what it is, but we played the right way a majority of the night. And from a coaching standpoint, that was our charge to our team, was just play the game right. And, 23 assists, 6 turnovers, that speaks to that. So proud of the team for how everybody played tonight. This was a nice opportunity to get a lot of kids on the floor and get them tired and get those game minutes under their belt. So proud of the squad.
I was going to say, the perfect scenario is what played out tonight. It doesn't always happen that way. Because on paper, 3-game week, this is the quote-unquote easiest game. Nobody had to play 23 minutes. I think everybody except for one player got at least 10. Wasn't that kind of the idea? And didn't we see that early with you playing 10 in the first?
Yeah, totally. I mean, we had we were going to try to go through the first quarter normal rotation, then we were going to get to the 10-man, and then we progressed after that. But that had to be part of the plan tonight. Even if we were probably playing, somebody different, where you have 3 games in such a short window, we were going to have to use the depth differently tonight than, say, maybe we did at Oregon State or what have you. So this was just kind of what the doctor ordered heading into a really tough weekend, and to, have some kids not play as many minutes, because you're going to need those legs here Friday, Saturday.
Again, but the best part is, always the best part is nobody got hurt. Second best part was you guys did play well. Even if you looked at the last 5 minutes, when you were playing without a true point guard, things flowed well. Yeah,
they did, and I'm really proud of that group down the stretch where they were just not in their normal spots, and that's a big part of playing well is that. And I thought Murphy did a great job running the team. We can talk about her shooting, but and she's played the point for us before in practice. But we ran a couple little different actions, and they got themselves organized, so their focus and their mindset was right where it needed to be. There's no such thing as late game, sloppy, whatever. We don't believe in that here, and we expect to play it a certain way all the time. And that group carried the torch nicely down the stretch.
Chloe Froby just quietly almost has a triple-double, or kind of comes close to it tonight. Those are the kind of games that she's capable of, right? A 6-assist night doesn't happen all the time, but she's capable of that stuff, isn't she?
Totally. And there are a lot of situations, like Chloe sees it right. Like against that zone stuff, Chloe sees it right. Like she reads the defense and knows kind of the coverage of the opposing team. And so we love when she's in there doing that stuff. But great rebounder, really good scorer. Played the point guard in high school. So yeah, she should have nights like this, because she's as well-rounded a player as we have, to be honest with you. So this was nice to see. She's pretty, the young lady just has a knack for the glass. And, that's when I think true toughness really is, on display, is just the determination to go get it, and to go get it again and again and again is remarkable to me. So, and it just becomes contagious, and that's a nice leader to have.
McKenna Murphy was shooting the lights out from 3. How much impact has she had to start the season?
Yeah, Murph is huge. Her role keeps growing and growing, and she's hit some really big buckets in a lot of big games. You can go back to Gonzaga. You can go to Oregon State. Her confidence continues to grow, and it just allows us to, not only is she a shooter, she sees it right. She passes well. She plays with a nice rhythm, and she's pretty comfortable out there. It makes me comfortable on the bench. So as the season goes on, this was really good to see, because she's only going to continue to get better.
And then Hannah Rensick had a 5-game still streak.
Well, yeah, Hannah, I've said it many, many times, like Hannah is our kid defensively. Like she knows what's going on. And so for her to have a really good defensive performance tonight, and we ask her to guard different kids. We ask her to do different roles in a lot of different games. And so for her to be able to perform well and lead us, and that's where you win games. And that's why, it's hard to take her off the floor, in bigger games, so to speak, just because the trust factor is just so high with that young lady.
2 games in 2 nights. I guess neither one was technically a road game because they're neutral side. But you like the way your team's playing on the road, and how much confidence can you get if you go out there and play well against 2 teams, one of them being Stanford?
Yeah, 2 different teams, 2 different styles. We're really going to be tested. But the back-to-back, we like doing that in the non-con just because you're going to have to do it in the tournament time. And so you can your kids can learn like how you prep, like the importance of recovery right after the game, the importance of, the focus in a shoot around and how you talk in a shoot around, because it's all you got leading into a game. You don't have practice. You've got 30 minutes basically, and the importance of film sessions. So all that stuff, super important, and it really gets challenged in a 2-game set here. But again, 2 different styles. One really athletic, and they just create total chaos. And they challenge your ball toughness and your vision. And then Stanford is just Stanford. They just do a lot of things well, positionless. So it's going to be, we haven't seen any of this yet in any of our opponents. So this will be a nice test for us. Okay, everybody, happy things.
Next home game against Utah, whiteout. What do you expect from Ram Country?
Well, I expect everybody to wear white. It is white out, okay? And obviously the old rival, the Utah Utes, back to the WAC days and the Mount West days, but they're very, very good. They're a Sweet 16 recently, right, within the last few years. They got some nice talent, and so it'll be a huge test for us. We need Moby packed. Our kids play well in packed environments. I mean, it was packed at Gonzaga, right? It was packed at Oregon State. And so let's pack our home arena here on December 4th, and that should be a fun one. Everybody get out and support us. Thank you, everybody. Go Rams. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay.